Good morning. I am Manoj Kumar Jha, Assistant Professor of English, Nandan Sanskrit College, Isapur, Madhubani. It's a constituent unit of Commerce Sourcing, Sanskrit University, Darbhanga. Today we are going to discuss explanations from the poem She Was a Phantom of Delight, written by William Wordsworth. It is important for Degree 1 students. I am just reciting the lines for explanation. Her eyes, as stars of twilight fair, like twilights too, her dusky hair, but all things else about her drawn from Maytime and the cheerful dawn, a dancing shape, an image gay, to hunt, to startle, and waylay. These lines have been taken from the poem She Was a Phantom of Delight, written by William Wordsworth. He was the leader of the Romantic Revival. He broke away from the rigid conventions of the 18th century poetry. His best work is characterized by simplicity of diction coupled with dignity. In these lines, the poet speaks about Mary Hutchinson, who later on became his wife. She was a fleeting image of beauty. Her eyes were as bright as the stars of twilight. She had dusky hair. Moreover, she had the freshness of a cheerful dawn. She was the picture of lively mirth. She captivated the poet's heart by her radiating presence. Her dark, bright eyes, brown hair, cheerful aspects, her sprightly movements did attract the poet. She seemed to dance her way into poet's heart. With appropriate metaphors, the poet has spotlighted the impression created on his mind by the fleeting image of Mary Hutchinson. Now, another explanation. I'm just reciting the lines for explanation. A creature not too bright or good for human nature's daily food, for transient sorrows, simple wiles, praise, blame, love, kisses, tears, and smiles. These lines have been taken from the poem She Was a Phantom of Delight, written by William Wordsworth. Here, the poet spotlights the qualities of Mary Hutchinson, who later on became his wife. The gradual unfolding of her traits can be likened to the unfolding of a flower. When he first sees her, the poet seems to catch but a fleeting vision of her spirit. She seemed something too unreal to belong to this world. On further acquaintance, she appears a chaste and charming maiden, made to take her share in the joys and sorrows of normal life. Mary Hutchinson was a spirit, yet a woman too. She was neither too beautiful nor too good to be unfit for the ordinary tasks of the day-to-day life. She was best fitted to share the joys and sorrows of life. Though there was something angelic about her, yet she had all the qualities required for leading a happy family life. In this way, today we have discussed two explanations from the poem. Next day, we'll be discussing or continuing with the same. That's all for now. Thank you.